I wish we could just compete based on the general business environment and that we didn't have to do these tax incentives. Unfortunately, that's the playing field we're on. You don't go to a SEC football game wearing a basketball uniform and go in and play the game because you'll get beat up pretty bad. If we don't play the game the way it's being played right now nationally, these companies simply won't come here. And we need the jobs and the economic development to come to Tennessee rather than somewhere else. So as long as those are the rules of the game, we have to play them as distasteful as it is. And I would rather them just come in and pay taxes like everyone else and be a lot simpler, be a lot more predictable for all the states and for the companies too. And I think we compete pretty dang well when it comes to a general business environment as far as having low taxes and low regulation and a good workforce, people that want to work hard and those type things. But unfortunately, it's not as simple as that. So until the rules change, we'll have to play by the rules and do what everyone else is doing and hope we can have our citizens working rather than not working.
And how are citizens supposed to judge the kind of these deals on their merit? There's always going to be this best spin possible that's put on it by the politicians who are advocating for it. But at the same time, I mean, there isn't a whole lot of transparency in that whole system. So
that's a valid criticism of it. There's not a lot of transparency. Unfortunately, again, the world as we'd like to see it isn't like it always is. If you have too much transparency, you're going to lose some of these deals that are coming in that people don't want to negotiate publicly, and then the state next door to us will know exactly what we're offering and those types of things. So it makes it tough to negotiate out in the open. On the other hand, we have to balance that with people's right to know how their tax dollars are being used. So it's a constant balancing act, and we have to keep an eye on other states and how they're doing it and just try to remain competitive and be as transparent as possible and play by the rules.